All right, shalom. Shalom to the elect of Israel, whoever you might be out there. I want to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechaha Kwadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. Shalom to 140 and 4,000. It's the brother Amawan Padah from the GMS Denver camp, coming at you with another lesson. And before I head out today and handle business, I want to talk about this right here, man. As you can see, there's a picture of a video game series known as Mortal Kombat. All right. And this particular game that's displayed right here is Mortal Kombat 1, Chaos Reigns, as they call it. Now, this is highly spiritual, man, because one of the brothers here at GMS Denver, you know, he's been going through some spiritual things, and he said that he just recently watched his movie, and they had the RFID microchip in the movie. Esau was surveilling, the fighters and whatnot, and it was just, a crazy scenario, man. And as we know, Esau puts a lot of his shit in these movies and these games and TV shows and whatnot. But the thing is that, look, man, we're in a spiritual combat. You understand? And through the spirit, I've just been sensing a lot of demonic forces attempting to agitate us, man, because we're getting closer to the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So we're in a spiritual combat, man. And we got to be girded up, man. This is for you sincere Akim out there, and even you Aquath, man, that might be watching and listening that are sincere. All right. Very few of y'all out there, but we know that y'all are out there. All right. But this is mainly for the men out here, man. We're in spiritual combat, and as Esau is nearing closer to his end, you can expect different things to afflict you, man. And we got to stay rooted in this word. Let's get some precepts. Now check this out, all right? The book of Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, in the power of his might. That's right. The Lord is our strength, man. He's our power. All right, we don't have any power in and of ourselves, man. Our power comes from being connected to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So we got to be even more connected in these last days, man. Stay in this word. Stay meditating on the scriptures. Keep your mind on the kingdom, all right? And not in this world so much. Yeah, we got to be here, all right? Yeah, we got to go through different things, but guess what? The Lord is our strength, man. That's who we're cleaving unto. And it's a necessary must, all right? We're cleaving to the power and might of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in these dark days, man. Verse 11. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. When you go into that word wiles, it goes into schemes and plots. The trickery, the plans of these damn devils, man. They got shit up their sleeve because they know they're almost out of here, man. The elites of Esau. So they're causing different things to happen. All right, we're in the time of them doing, wicked sacrifices and shit, man. The elder apostle Gabar goes into this, man. They're in a satanic holiday, so to speak, around this time, man. He said around April 19th to May 1st. These elites, all right, they do a bunch of left-handed rituals and sacrifices, man. You see? Now we understand that there's no enchantment against Jacob, all right? But that's for those who are in this truth, man. Cleave unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, the rest of these people out here, these wicked ass Israelites, they're gonna be subject to whatever left-handed shit is going on because what? They're not putting on the whole armor of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They're not cleaving unto the might of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So them spirits gonna have a field day with these people that are around us, man. We gotta be girded up, man. Straight up. Okay? The whole armor, the whole spiritual armor, because we're in spiritual combat, man. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, or this society, against spiritual wickedness in high places. That's what we up against, man. If you ain't got the armor of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai on, if you're not under the protection of the Almighty, you're going to be just left out here naked, man. And you don't want to be found in that case. Not in these last days especially, man. Shit is ramping up, And as we've been praying for the Lord to end the society, understand that comes with Esau coming down with great wrath, man. You see? Matter of fact, let's get a quick news article that just recently came out, man. Recent news. All right, check this out. All right, fair use, fair use. This is for educational purposes only. Fair use, fair use. I'm not making any money off of this. This is for educational purposes only. This is a clip from CNN News. All right, and this goes into the recent suspect in the whole Trump shooting scenario that just recently came about, man, which looks like a whole goddamn psyop. All right, a whole setup. But let's play some of this. Check it out.
More on the suspect now. Three sources tell CNN that authorities have identified this man as Cole Thomas Allen, 31 years old, from California. The D.C. police chief said the suspect appeared to be a lone actor, was believed to be staying at the Washington Hilton where this dinner was happening. CNN's Brian Todd has more on the suspect and what we've learned this morning about the Secret Service agent who was shot during the attack.
We have new information just in from the U.S. Secret Service regarding the Secret Service officer who was shot in the shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Anthony Guglielmi, the chief of communications for the Secret Service, telling CNN that the officer in question has been released from the hospital and, quote, the ballistic vest helped us avoid a potential tragedy. That is according to Anthony Guglielmi, chief of communications for the U.S. Secret Service. That officer released from the hospital. Anthony Guglielmi declining to name the officer or the hospital where he was treated, but the officer has been released, according to the Secret Service. Some other information we're getting, according to sources who spoke to CNN, the suspect is identified as Cole Thomas Allen, 31 years old, from Torrance, California. Now, according to the interim Washington Metropolitan D.C. Police Chief Jeffrey Carroll, he said that the suspect was armed with a shotgun, a handgun, and multiple knives in this exchange. Chief Carroll saying that the suspect and law enforcement officers did exchange gunfire, and the chief saying that they believe that the suspect may have been a guest at the Washington Hilton Hotel, the same hotel where this incident occurred. The chief saying that they secured.
All right, so you see what's going on, man. You see who it is, though. Looks like a Jake. All right, possibly, could be a tear, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, he has the appearance of being, a Jake, man. All right, so-called black man. And this goes into the enchantments that Esau likes to set up, man. That's that spiritual war being carried out, man, because they've declared war on who? You Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, especially those of you that are in the truth. So we'll see what information comes out about this guy. But we know eventually they're gonna try to tie, these different scenarios to the men of Yahweh Bashmi Awashai. And we have nothing to do with any kind of violence. All we do is preach the word, man. This is why you got to be, on point in the spirit. All right. Know your surroundings. Know what these devils are up to. All right. You see what I'm saying? And I believe in one of these videos, they said that he had a manifesto. Come on, man. That's crazy. All these guys they catch, they don't put them down. They don't kill them. They just, take them into custody. And then they have a manifesto, just happen to have a manifesto, right? All these guys. Come on, man. Esau, we see right through this shit, man. All right, but we know that you're going to declare war on, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man, and Seminole Indians, as you've always done, because you're running out of time. So get ready for the persecution and the demonization that's prophesied to happen. We already know. It's in the scriptures, man. All right, but let's check this one out real quick. We'll get some more precepts.
ABC News has learned of disturbing new details about the alleged motive of 31-year-old Cole Allen, the man authorities say raced past security, allegedly willing to kill as many people as possible at the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
It is clear, based upon what we know so far, that this individual was intent on doing as much harm and as much damage as he could.
Sources describe a message Cole Allen allegedly sent to his family before the attack. That message allegedly describes grievances against Trump administration officials, expressing how, if necessary, he would kill from the highest ranking to the lowest, including any Secret Service member that got in his way. He allegedly ends the message with a critique of hotel security, noting how his plan to check into the hotel allowed him to have weapons in the building without anyone knowing. Sources telling us that Allen allegedly snuck down 10 flights of stairs, to go undetected before suddenly dashing toward that security checkpoint where he confronted police. In the note, he allegedly refers to himself as Cole, friendly federal assassin Allen. The FBI and Secret Service now launching a nationwide investigation. Within hours, FBI agents and a SWAT team were at the Allen family home in Torrance, California.
We believe that he traveled by train from Los Angeles to Chicago and then Chicago to Washington, D.C.
Allen got an engineering degree from Caltech in 2017 and went on to get a master's from Cal State last year. This interview appears to be the suspect in college showing an emergency brake he built for a wheelchair.
The wheelchair brakes tend to lock the wheels, but don't actually lock the chair to the ground. The idea with this is to prevent it from moving at all.
More recently, Allen has been working as a tutor, even once winning an award for Teacher of the Month.
We expect to see Allen in court for his first appearance as early as today. Prosecutors say he will face gun charges, including assaulting a federal officer with a deadly weapon. And the FBI is emphasizing, George, that this investigation is far from over.
Pierre, third assassination attempt against President Trump and...
So there you go, man. You see what's going on, all right? And it looks like a bunch of bullshit, man. But even this comment right here says, such a lazy, false FLAG. People are catching on to Esau's bullshit, man. All right? And in the whole scenario, you know, Trump didn't even seem bothered when it was going on. So, yeah, man, this reeks of an inside, you know, job and a psyop. But nonetheless, they're going to use this to do what? To put more pressure on citizens, man. They're going to say, well, we got to have more security measures now because, you know, we got these crazy people out here, you know, doing, you know, these certain acts. We're going to have heightened security, more surveillance. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. This is what they want. This is what they want, man. Order out of chaos. They orchestrate different things to bring more laws and legislation and to put the squeeze on the people, man. But nonetheless, man, whether it's a false flag or not, you know, understand they're going to use whatever is happening to eventually come after us, man. All right? You see? But it is what it is, man. Keep your mind sharp and keep your mind on these scriptures, man. Don't let, you know, these devils get you off the path, man, because they want you to be intimidated. They want you to be afraid. All right? We have confidence in Yahweh Shemi Al-Shadi. We're going to get through all this, man. But the persecution, you know, it's coming, man. They got a so-called black face, and he looks like a damn terror. Like his father might have been an Edomite, you know what I'm saying? Just the way he moves, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, it's the imagery that they put up there, all right, to enchant the people. You're seeing more and more so-called black people, you know, being put in the news for certain acts such as this. The incident in Austin, where some dude had on a Muslim shirt, you know, a so-called black man with a Muslim shirt on, you know, popping off shots, you know what I'm saying? So look, man, we see what's going on, all right? Because they want to target us, man, but it is what it is. We get the victory. All right, now here's that same verse, all right, that we left off with, Ephesians 6 and verse 12 in the New Living Translation. Check it out. It says, for we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies, all right? Not in we're not in a physical fight. It says, but against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world, against mighty powers in this dark world, and against evil spirits in the heavenly places. So not only do we have Esau, right, these devils that are in power and authority, you know, trying to afflict us. All right, we also have, you know, a hierarchy of demons, man, demonic forces trying to afflict us, man, and get us out of this truth. All right, you see, you gotta understand what we're involved in. Things that plague your mind, you know, Satan putting thoughts in your mind, you know, sending demons to plague you, you know, with people around you, you know what I'm saying? You know, your family might start tripping, or people at your job start afflicting you, because that's the demonic forces moving through them, man. So we got to be girded up, all right? Like Neo in the Matrix, man. Anybody outside of this truth is a potential spiritual agent, man. If you've seen that movie, you know what I'm talking about. All right? So we got to be strong-minded, man, and keeping our spirits intact, man. and connected unto Yahweh Shemi Shai, especially in these last days, man, in the last seconds of Esau's wicked ass kingdom. So this is what we're fighting against, spiritual combat, man. Let's go back to that Ephesians 6. All right, let's go to verse 13, and it says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand, or Salaki, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. You got to give it our all, man. You can't be half-assed in this thing, man. For you casual Israelites out here, this is a serious spiritual battle for our salvation. We have forces that are against us, man. And without Yahweh Shemi Shai, you can't make it. You see what I'm saying? We're in the evil day, man. It's only going to intensify. All right? It's only going to intensify from here on out, man. And may the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shai keep us spiritually girded up and give us strength to endure, to withstand these different things that are coming our way. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness. You see that? Stand in the truth. All right? You see what I'm saying? Having your loins girt, meaning you're ready to move, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like tightening your belt. You know what I'm saying? Before you go into a battle, you want to make sure that you are ready to go, man. That's what that's likened unto, being in the truth, the correct doctrine of Yahweh Shemi Shai. All right? It's going to keep you ready to move, man, in the spirit. Now it says, and having on the breastplate of righteousness. Our righteousness is of who? Yahweh Shai, as it tells you in Isaiah 54, verse 17. Our righteousness is of Yahweh Shai, not of the keeping of the law, not the fringes, not because you halfway keep the Sabbath. No, man. It's Yahweh Shai and faith in him. He is our righteousness. Always know that. And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. The good news, man. That gospel is the good news, man. The very fact that we have victory through Yahweh Shemi Shai over our enemies, over all these enemies. You see? And peace is coming when the Lord Yahweh Shai brings the kingdom, which is at hand. All right? This word gives us peace of mind. All right? This good news. All right? The good news is that Esau doesn't win. Okay? No matter what plots and schemes they come up with, no matter what false accusations they come up with, man. Above all, taking the shield of faith. You see that? Wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. That faith is how we're going to be saved, man. Believing in what we can't see with our carnal eyes. All right? That's what faith is according to Hebrews 11 and verse 1. All right? You see that? That faith, believing in Yahweh Shai, believing that he's in control of all things. The Lord is controlling these devils, man. He's causing them to come up with these different, what we believe to be false FLAGs. All right? Read between the lines. It's the Lord making this devil do all this shit, man. Esau's not in control. Satan's not in control. These demons are not in control. It's the Lord that's controlling everything. That's why he's the Most High. And his son Yahweh Shai has been given all power in heaven and in earth. As it tells you in Matthew 28 verse 18. Ain't nothing going off script. They're just playing their role, man. We got to play ours, man. All right? And having faith in what's written. The Lord gave us the understanding. All right? So having that understanding and having that faith in the word is going to quench all the shit that's coming our way. Those fiery darts. Whatever that might, be. And take the helmet of salvation. Keeping that salvation on your mind, because we're doing this to be saved, man. Out of this wicked prison of a society. Okay? It's only finna get worse from here on out. Keeping that salvation on your mind. We're doing this to be saved. And if we continue, we will be saved, man. And the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. This word is sharper than any two-edged sword, as it tells you in Hebrews 4 verse 12. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. All right, here it is right here, heavy hitter. You should know this one right here, man. You sincere Akim out there. Hebrews 4 verse 12, it says, "For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart." That's right, man. This is the most powerful weapon you can have on the earth, man. The words of Yahweh Shemi Shai, and having the true understanding of him. Knowing prophecy, knowing your enemy, all right? Knowing the things that are pleasing unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This is what they're afraid of. You Israelites that have the understanding of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua these last days. They're not afraid of Pookie and Ray Ray on the block, you know what I'm saying, with the AKs and the, you know what I'm saying, the little handguns and shit. They're not worried about all that, you know, that superfluous shit, man. They're worried about the men of the Lord, man, who have the understanding of the Almighty. Okay? The very fact that we have this word is putting a dent in their whole New World Order, man. You see, this word going out is affecting them, man. This is a spiritual weapon. All right? So understand, we're in a spiritual combat. We're in a spiritual war. All right? Keep your mind focused on this word. Don't let go of it, man. You lose your sword in the battle, your ass is out of here. So we'll get a few more. I got to head out. All right? So yeah, man, this word is serious. Cleave unto it. Praying always, you see that? With all prayer and supplication in the spirit. All right? And watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. So prayer is matched up with the spiritual armor. We got to pray, man. Every day before you leave the house, man. As soon as you wake up, say a prayer to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right? Thank the Lord that he's, you know, preserved you thus far. All right? Pray that Yahweh Shem Yahushua keep his Holy Spirit on us. All right, start with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get a lot of guys who are falling out around this time, bugging out. They've let those demons overcome them in that spiritual battle. We can't let that happen, man. We got to fight this shit. Okay, temptations, wicked thoughts. Pray against that, man. Pray for the spiritual strength to endure, to do the right thing in the eyes of the Lord, no matter what. And if you make a mistake, pray that the Lord restore you. All right, because we have our down times in this thing of ours, man, where the spirit might be low. That's when you need to pray the most. All right, and when you pray, that's really you showing your faith in the Lord, man, knowing that your prayers are being heard. For those of us that have repented, man. Okay, because they are being heard. Our supplications are being heard by the angels and delivered up to Yahweh Shai, man, to be delivered to the Heavenly Father, man. And that's facts. Okay, so pray for what you need, man. Pray for spiritual strength, mental fortitude. All right, whatever you need so that you can stand in the evil day. But yeah, I'm in this lesson right here. I'm getting ready to head out. All right, got to take care of some business. But Lord willing, the elect were edified and exhorted. All right, understand what we're a part of, man. All right, this is spiritual combat, man. The Lord has enlisted us in his spiritual army. And you got to have the armor on. All right, because we do got enemies, man. Spiritual enemies out here. All right. So with that being said, I'm in this lesson right here. I might come back and do a lesson on persecution because that's a very key point in end time prophecy, and we see it arising. So, Lord willing, I'll come back with another lesson in that regard. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Kwam Yasharala, and Abba Babal. Shalom to the elect.